Struggling to make your metal lead guitar cut through the mix? EQ's your scalpel. Let's dive in. Okay, so we have two lead tracks here in this track today, and I'm going to show you how I mix the lead guitar tracks here, because back in the day, I made the mistake of not picking different tones for my lead guitar tracks, so I was always fighting against my rhythm guitars. So the strategy is, first and foremost, to pick a slightly different tone with your lead guitar tracks, because that's what is going to allow you guys to differentiate between your rhythm guitars and your lead guitar tracks. Once that is out of the way, then it just comes down to minimizing their sonic footprint so that they fit within a certain specific frequency spectrum, and that they're not stepping on the toes of your rhythm guitar tracks, so that when they do come in, you know, they don't get that kind of disappearing effect that happens a lot of times when you have lead guitar tracks that are amped the same way. So let's take a look at how I accomplished this. Pulling up my trusty SSL channel strip, I went ahead and cut everything below 120 hertz. You could go a little bit higher. In fact, I probably should have. As I was listening to that, I felt that maybe I did a little bit too much low end, but nevertheless, I can change that a little bit later. So 120 hertz and below is being lopped off completely. And then here I have about 6.5K being lopped off from the top. So everything above that frequency range of 6.5 kilohertz is getting destroyed. I have some 2.5K being dipped out because I tend to reserve that for my rhythm guitars here. And then I have a bit of 800 hertz being removed as well, because I thought there was a bit of milky frequencies, so to speak, present that I didn't enjoy. From there, I have a digital EQ, further reducing the amount of 2K that I have going on here. I don't really want that in there. As you can hear, the amp tone that we particularly got has a ton of that 1.5K to 1K already, and that is usually how I like to set up my rhythm and lead guitars against each other. The rhythm guitars containing a lot of 2.5K and 2K versus the lead guitars, which is 1K to 1.5K. And I have found over the years that actually that liquid kind of lead guitar tone that we all enjoy from our guitar tracks, that comes from the 1K to 1.5K area. From there, it's pretty simple. I'll either limit them or compress them using an L1 limiter or a CLA 3A compressor. In this case, I decided against that completely, and I just added a bit of delay and a bit of a doubling effect to just give them a bit of extra width, since they were all mono tracks. And that is pretty much how I would EQ and process my lead guitar tracks. Again, the overall strategy here is to reduce their sonic footprint, cut out the low end, cut out the high end, reduce some of the upper mid range so that it doesn't compete with your rhythm guitar tracks, and then just have some of that liquidy kind of tones come through at the front end of the stage, which is going to be the amp choice that you choose. After that, maybe add a bit of delay and maybe some guitar doubling with some limiting and some compression, and voila, you got a really great lead guitar tone. So let me go ahead and play this for you guys in solo without any processing and check out what I'm talking about here. So a little bit, you know, dark and a little bit muddy, but once I add all those processing, they should clean up nicely and have that liquid tone. So especially on that second track, you could definitely hear a lot of the fizz from the high end being cut and a lot of that low end being reduced, ultimately leaving just a nice mid-range and solid tone. And that's pretty much it. That's how I would mix lead guitar tracks. So if you found this video helpful, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. And if you would like for me to work on your music, shoot me an email at divinemotherstudios@gmail.com or check out the links below. I'll see you guys in the next video.